form, and I was watching what do you call Autodesk Fusion 360. It works in Blender and everything else. The thing is, the issue is we having problems the front when you start doing cuts and adding cuts to it. It fucks up the geometry, but I know a work around it. And the geometry don't look good because I was experiment with something and trying out something, and the proportion is perfect. You know what I mean, for what we are doing, and you know, so this is called surface modeling. So what I'm doing is I'm just modeling. This is not a cube modeling. This is not even cube or polygon modeling. This is called. All I did was all I did make sure everything was right. All I did was just make you know these treads, and it could be more tweaked though, but you know what I mean. But overall shape, I made a perfect line car. This is really hot because once I master this style out, oh yeah, I'm gonna give a little tutorial on this because this is where people don't understand where you the techniques they show you can apply it in any software. Blender has a workaround. Unless you buy some plugins, and I'm about to cut these screws off, but this is so simple, so quickly make hard surface, and you could just simply, if you want to, you could just make hard lines and stuff like that. Look off the bat, you know what I mean. It only took me like less than 5 minutes. Well, first time I did it was 5 minutes, and I did it again the other way. It took me a little longer because I was trying to do it quicker, but I was having issues. But anyway, and it took me less than 5 minutes, like to put it together. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, literally, like it's not like this actually the car. The thing is the tricky part is I'm doing the other way, and there's another way. I was looking at speed form, and where you just take two. Well, actually, it was an automatic process, but and this cylinder left the width of the rim spec, and then took the second part and automatically generate the bridge and everything up to this, and then you extrude it this way, that way, and that way, and then you move it with the curves, and then you're done, and you got your base. You know what I mean? Simply, this car is a little complex, but you know what I mean. I was trying to find that car, but it's not too complex. But you know what I mean. It's a little because I was cutting the wrong way, so I ain't worrying about that. I'm gonna redo it anyway. But I'm practicing right now and go through all the sucky phase. So I'm gonna go right to here. I'm gonna get this and leave the tires here because I'm just gonna demonstrate what they're talking about. So I'll go to front view. So you got your view and your world treads and stuff like that. All you gotta do is press the curve. Now you could say 20 or 10, doesn't matter, and just rotate it on a Y 90 degrees. Don't worry about anything else. And you want to set the surf modifier. So now it's clean, and now we could grab it onto this wheel tool. It's a little too big, so we scale it down real quick. Don't worry about the what it looks like or nothing like that. Okay, make sure it's you see it, and you close to the wheel. You scale it up a little bit bigger, all the way up to hit this point. You could scale up to this point, whatever, or to this point. And now you just go to your edit mode, shift D it, X, Y, and it works on this side too. So make sure everything is there, make sure this is up. Alright, So you select one of these at a time. Sometimes it takes a while. You press E to extrude inward a little bit. You could, add more tension spins, but I'm just showing you a quick and dirty way, real quick. Then you go to here. Now note this. This is like it's not fitting. Well, right now we want to get this in place, so we could scale this up a little bit bigger. All right. It's kind of like clay modeling a little bit, and it does take time, but the real magic is this. So now we got these two treads. Now we want to get rid of the bottom part, so you could go like this part, these middle parts, these middle treads. Let's go to wireframe. Oh, we don't want to do that. Well, we want, yes, we on wireframe. So technically we want to go to here, and we want to make sure we got everything selected, you know what I mean, and you just press vertex, you got rid of that. So we got these part here, so you could get rid of that if you want to, you know what I mean. So we'll just get rid of this. Sometimes it's tricky, very tricky. Alright, now we got that too. Now here's another tricky part. You make sure all the lines is not daisy chained, so you go up to here, make sure the lines go this way, and then you do the same way, make sure the lines are carrying on and they both are equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we go to W key and we use the bridge modifier, and it fucks it up. So we'll do it again. Sometimes W bridge. Now we got it. Yeah, we almost done already. So okay, so this, make sure this is equal. Press Z and that. Just bring it up a little bit. You could like press Z and 0, bring it up, but that fucks it up. So you do like this, and you just move it where the line's at, Just bring it up a little bit. Make sure everything is aligned to accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we'll go like to here, Z0. We'll bring this up right here. Same with this, the bottom part, SZ. Make sure this is like, you want to rotate this a little bit, bring it up, bring it up. Okay, so now we got that part. This is so, well, I'm taking my time because I'm showing you a demonstration, and plus I want to master, so I'll go quick. Short left clicks and stuff like that we want to, and you go like here, E, extrude, then we go to the front view. Okay, so first of all we go to front view, and then we select all these, go to here. Alright, then you want to select the treads, both treads. Make sure you select both treads. In order to do this, go to front view, press X, go right to here. Now we got that. Now we can go to this, the top part, press X and this. Oh, we gotta make sure everything's selected, and we want to select this part and this part and this part. So we go to front view, and then we want to move this in, scale it in a little bit, or you want to move it down a little bit. just follow the lines real quick. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you fasten them meets the eye. They a little bit extra, a little bit. You want to scale it up a little bit up, move this up a little bit, scale it down a little bit. Go to front view as the on, and make sure everything is lined up. Alright, so now we go to the third front view, and then we just take this first one, but we extrude halfway to this point, and doesn't matter if it doesn't fit. It's just giving a generic shape out, you know. And then we go to this view and just give it up to the hint where the line's at. Same with the back view. Alright, so now we got that one piece ongoing. And also we want to make sure always check your work before you move on. Alright, so yeah, you want this to be up a little bit. Okay, so now we got something going. Okay, so now you want to go forward one more time, extrude it one more time. That's where we want that front end at. So, you know, so this side piece right here, your front view, you know what I mean, we go to here real quick. We'll bring it down, bring it in. We'll just bring it in and then bring the others in like this way. This little small tweaking. We want to just a little small tweaking. That's a little bit small tweaking. We're not worried about it. So we'll take this. Well, take also you could do like go to front view again, and you know, so we got that piece, and you could do it just like that. You know, it's whatever. Press extrude. I do this way, or you could just do it another way. This way, make sure you get that front piece. Okay. Make sure you got 3 pieces again. Extrude X. Alright, so now we got that. Don't worry about the back piece. Okay. You got this selected, just unselect these and go to front view and extrude all the way to here. Press XX all the way to here. Oh, make sure we hit press XX and stop. So now you could just go to wireframe, box select this, XX0. Okay, go over here, doesn't matter. Okay, now we got these vertices, which you could just simply make sure everything's selected. Okay, yeah, if it don't select it, just go in wireframe mode, or you know, then press Alt M to merge it at center. Now let's merge it. Okay, same way here, merge it at center. We done. Okay, so now, alright, so So, okay, when are you modeling, you got to be mindful of things like this part right here. We didn't move, or we didn't have into our space, you know. But this is a small minor hiccup, which you could do like this. You know what I mean? And just press F, and we fix that. And then you go right to here, press Z and 0. Make sure that's there. And go there, Control N real quick. And then we go to here, press X and 0, make sure everything's gonna move. Then we go to mirror modifier real quick. And then everything is all screwy gluey patooey, but don't worry about that because we go right to here and apply the scale, right? And so the scale's off. But what we can do is we can move it. Just move the whole thing. Or we could just go right here simply at Shift S. So cursors to select it. Oh, not selected the cursor. Cursor to select it. And then we go back to real quick. Sometimes you can be mindful. And there you go. So now we go to front view. Make sure everything is there. So we go to that there. Pull this up. Sometimes mirror modifiers work that way. So now we got a basic of car shape. And select that and smooth. Now you got your basic car shape. That real quick. Yes, it's a little tweaking, but now you could just go to your side view. Now this is a little weird, but now you go to here, and now you can just go to your, make sure you in edit mode. Yes, we are, and make sure we in this mode. Okay, make sure we select vertice. We'll pull this up. Sometimes you like accidentally like pulling something up, like this don't belong here, blah blah blah, you know. And you know, take the extra geometry you just created and just smoothly and manipulate this as we go. And let's see, we get stuck in here. So you get two vertices. Sometimes your left click and your right click get stuck sometimes. And that's what happened to me sometimes. Like I got a new mice, everything getting sticky. Yeah, that thing a little sticky a little bit. Yeah. Right here. Yep, you just move these vertices to your heart content. Make sure everything is, you know, the other way is the 0, and that showing is perfect. So now we don't have to worry. And the back, we don't have to worry about the back because we could just go right here and just move this back, or you know, place it outward. So where the outward's at. Okay, second path. Okay, we want to get these paths in here, so you want to go to here and push this out a little bit, just a little bit more, and then the second half on the back of that, you want to go to 3 and go to move this a little bit real quick. And soon I master this, I'll get a little bit faster. But I'm still practicing. And still practicing. This doesn't take me like for hours to do. You know, it's a little tweaking. It's a little tweaking. I don't think it's not that long. It's a little tweaking. But now we got the basic shape of a car. And then, you know, for, you know, you got these curved shapes. You got all these shapes, you know, whatnot. You got your swoop in, you swoop out, and you go to your top view and you say, alright, so you swoop in, swoop out. It's like, oh, okay. Then you go to your edit mode and you start tweaking to your heart desire. So you can just like these parts. These side parts are two inwards. So you want to bring these out a little bit more here. And also you want to bring these out a little bit more here themselves. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure your curves are perfect. But you know, alright, so we go right here. So we want to definitely want to give a full tutorial on this type of style. This is similar like polygon modeling, but you get the gist of it. I hope you do. You know what I mean? You get the gist of it. You know what I mean? I will master this. Well, don't take a rocket scientist to actually model this. You know, you want to just be curved a little bit. You know, not too harsh lines. You know, you want to flare it out a little bit. I mean, yep, you want to flare it out a little bit. So you want to go front view, cool. Top view, cool. And all around view, cool. Also, another way, good trick, is you could take this and say 45 degrees. Alright, so nothing happened, but because there's no hard surface in there. But you know, you could make these wheel treads a little bit sharper, so you could bring these in a little bit more. See how this is, and then this is hard. This you know, really like it's all to you, you know. So you know, because now you got your car shape, and this is what Speedform does. You know, this is what Speedform does. It gives you a perfect, and it's a little bit, it's not sluggish because it's a little slow. I'm just explaining to you, but this is actually like, you know, I can't complain with this, what this does, you know. So you know, so it's a little lightweight because we didn't add no extra edge loops into this, but we are definitely are gradually making basic car shapes with this. This is super easy. And instead of 2 for 2, I did it again. And all you gotta do is crease it, bezel for end, you know, add some more bezel cuts, you know what I mean? Go to top view, it's perfect on the top view. You know what I mean? You look on the wireframe, perfect. So look how that form is. Look out for this we call this Speedform. Okay, so recap. Okay, when I was watching the two Autodesk tutorials, I got this idea. So I got this idea, so you could do it in this software, you could do it in any software. So it just lets you know, you just made a basic car shape, and now you could just use Blender, you know, cutting tools, Boolean operation to get some cuts going, and also you can use the inset to inset the windows and all that stuff and make cuts here. Use your cut key. When you're making cuts, make sure you have more loop cuts to make your cuts. Put a loop cut here, put a loop cut here, move, add more points, a little bit tweak here and there, and then you get some more good cuts. What I'm doing is just making, just, you know, pulling and typing, and, you know, throwing around what's the perfect, you know, which way to go, and you know what I mean. So I made two, so I got me a backup. So I had to undo real quick. So this is like I just move this to a different layer, and I just go ahead and use another layer. But also the key to is use your tools. Is do less work, less work and more doing, what I mean, less keyboard strokes. Okay, so I can just go this and put this back in this mirror, and I just get all that, and now it's in layer one. Okay, so what I'm doing is add more cuts to it, but I'll fix this geometry later. But I'm just like not worrying about the topology right now. I'm not worrying about where everything go, because you worry about the topology, you're not gonna get things done. So the do's and don'ts: make sure you have more loop cuts in this geometry, not less loop cuts. That's why we have more artifacts. Have more loop cuts before you make cuts. Make sure everything is foundation. Make sure everything is checked for anything, bugs or bumps. Make sure you flatten out your surface, and then you start making cuts. Just not too much which you can't model it no more, and it's unusable. Make sure it's like, just add a little bit more cuts. You know what I mean? Add a little more cuts. And it still match to the. It still match. See, the hood still match. The windows still match. Front view, the top view still match. All is still match. You know what I mean? The things still match. Everything's matching. You know what I mean? All this is matching. And all I did is just add cuts to it. And once I cut it and cut it and cut it, what I mean? Not trying to destroy my model too much. You could destroy it, but not too much. It's like, ugh. But your idea is not be too much destroying as much. You are supposed to be making a prototype, so making more usable, say, prototyping. So you want to go into your extra tools to read the topology, because it's going to take too long. Use speed format, get the cuts you need. Also the tips. Also, you could draw on top of your surface where the cuts would be, and then you're deciding how much geometry, and then you can use that. And then when you generate the code, so let me show you something, because it's better for me to show you than talking. So I'm going to select this to stroke to surface, and I'm going to draw. I'm going to press the, well, actually I'm going to say continuous draw, and I'm going to press the D key. I'm going to draw this line on my model, and now where I know where to cut at. You know what I'm saying? So make sure the line, drawing the line, is matching. It didn't match. So what you do is delete the current state, and you look at your drawing. You press the D key. You start drawing where the cut should be going. And this is your cutting plate. And if this was the bool tool, this will make a cut inside your model. Let's escape, and that's where the cut is. And look at it. It just cut it. Oh, so we got a weird artifacts going here. Let's try that again. Make sure you press the D key and you draw on it. Okay, so now we know where to cut at. So make sure you need where you need to cut at. So this is where the lines go into here. This is where the lines meet here. This is where the window should be actually. It's looking a lot better. As I said, now I need to add more loop cuts here, and you could go right to here and say, alright, it's from here to here, cut from here to here. Now you start drawing on your geometry so you can know where to cut at, and so you won't make no proper error mistake when you're cutting. That's a trick I found, not in Blender, but it's in other programs like Autodesk or Freeform. And Freeform is pretty not Freeform, but 360, and that's determined line. Also, you could use curves, whatever, and draw on there, and just use the curves, and you could use that as a cutting tool. But you know, my name is Robert Foster. This is a quick tip of Speedform in Blender. This is a test, and I thank you for watching me, and goodbye.